There's a lot of really good flowing energy coming up for the weekends for people. Woo. Okay, so this is definitely for the next one. So that's for you, Gemini. Ace of Wands. Oh boy. I'm seeing it. Oh, Geminis, I'm seeing some of you are getting engaged this weekend. I feel like it's like you thought this person, I'm telling you, you thought this person was hiding things from you. You thought this person, Gemini, was hiding things from you. They're not hiding things from you. They've been working hard and they want to come to you and they want to ask you, or either that or you're asking for the person you want to become engaged. I see a large group of Geminis becoming engaged. The energy is balanced. It's what you want. You see some things that you have to work through, but it is definitely what you've seen some things. Okay, look, I'm telling you, I see, Gemini, that you are seeing through the good and through the bad. I feel like you're really in balance with stuff and you really want a spiritual aspect to what it is that you want in your relationship. You know that spiritual component has been missing, and now is the time for you to put this in this weekend. I feel like those of you who are single, you're going to meet somebody who sparks your interest. First of all, you find them extremely attractive. Second of all, you find that they are spiritually like able to feed you energy. And then I feel like they captivate you intellectually. They kind of make you feel a little silly and goofy too. When you're around them, they make you feel a little bit shy, but you're kind of really proud to be around them. They make you feel like you puff up, like they make you want to shake your tail feather. That's what I'm seeing. So that is pretty cool that you meet someone that is like this. And I feel like you have, for some of you that have been in maybe relationships a little while, this is the weekend that you get engaged. So I'm really feeling strongly that some of you get or a deeper commitment, may not be an actual, I'm seeing a group of you definitely actual engagement. I see rings and I see actual people getting engaged that are Geminis, but for the most part I feel like it's like deep commitment. Let's move in together, let's talk about moving in together, that kind of thing. And this energy, this relationship this weekend, if you're putting some energy into things this weekend, if it's new, man oh man, you're feeling that this is a good thing. You're feeling like, oh boy, it gives you the chills. It's giving me the chills thinking about it. So that's pretty cool. And also I feel like there's some mystery to this relationship, so things are to unfold here and unfold there. It's some little surprises that come out. So I feel like Geminis, you're in for a good ride and you have a happy weekend from the Love Shack, okay? So we're going to be moving into now some Leo energy. Right away here, right? Boy, oh boy. Energy, Leo, is just definitely coming down directly. I feel like there's a lot of work involved for you for this weekend. However, it almost feels like, oh boy, you're working away, you're doing your thing, you're doing everything you can to contribute into this relationship. Is what I'm seeing here with the Eight of Pentacles, is that you're putting everything that you possibly can into this relationship. I feel like your partner is very, very authoritative and very controlling, and they're not really letting you progress into what you want and what you need to do. They're actually taking energy from you, and as they're taking energy from you, they're making your relationship worse and worse and just putting you in the poorhouse. That's kind of what I'm feeling for some Leos, and this weekend it's making me feel like, be cautious. If you're meeting someone new, that this energy is around you and around you, and I feel like the person has addictions, and they're really wanting, they're desperate, they really want a relationship with you, and they're seeing that you might have some money, and that they're like gonna try to make you feel sorry for them, is what I'm seeing. So Leo's here, so be cautious with some people who are meeting someone new. I also feel like this is for a group of you who have left this, and maybe there's still some energy hanging around from you. If you really would like, you know, there's going to be some healings I'm going to be putting out later on this month. So I think it's a really wise idea to follow and check into some of those videos and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, because that way you'll get like all the new notifications that are coming out, and that little notification bell too, it'll tell you when the new videos come out, and you'll get it in your inbox. So I mean, what you're dealing with here is someone who really is not mentally balanced. I'm feeling like, Leos, that they, you know, if you can afford to help someone and do it, okay, great, but I wouldn't get emotionally involved with them, and I would say that be very, very cautious about getting into a relationship with them, because they're always going to play the victim, is what I'm seeing. This is not someone who really wants to change their circumstances, and you have a big heart, and I feel like, you know, you're going to get yourself into something that may be a little bit deeper than what it is that you normally would. So just be cautious right now, and you don't want to repeat some same things that you have in the past. And I feel like this is some warning signs for you from the angelic energies. Is just be cautious. Watch for somebody who tries to tell you what to do as you are trying to do something. That's what I feel like. I'm almost feeling like you're trying to do something, and they come and they try to take over what you're doing, and they try to like one up you, is what I want to say. So it's really kind of a strange thing, and you kind of really get it. You really get it this weekend. I also feel like for some of you who are going through separation, it is a good thing to do. Just keep working away at what you need to work at. Don't pay attention. I feel like they're trying to get you to pay attention to what's going on in their life, and they're not doing so well, but they're trying to get your attention to show that they're doing much better than what they are. I don't understand what's going on with this person, but they're really arrogant, and they think that they have to one-up you somehow also, and it's really something that they're in huge competition with you here, Leo. And I feel like you should just need to ignore that and pay attention to your work and just keep working away. I am seeing a relationship come for you. You know, this weekend is not, it's maybe about some self-love, some self-care. Truly, genuinely, I feel like that's what you need to do. If you have a chance to go away with friends, that's maybe more along your lines this weekend, and where you're going to get your love fill from this weekend. You know, that's kind of what I'm feeling for you, Leo. So I hope that's helpful for you. And if you need, you know, personal reading, obviously, to help you through different circumstances, more than welcome to message me in my inbox, and we'll get that set. Okay, so Virgo. Here we go for the love shot for the weekend of December 1st and 2nd, 2018. So we have the King of Wands, we have the Six of Cups, so I feel like, you know, some of you are in a relationship where your partner, and I'm definitely feeling like this is maybe from a feminine point of view, looking at the other person as the masculine. I'm seeing here, Virgos, that you feminine Virgos, that your partner is maybe looking off onto more different horizons with work, and you're sort of seeing that, you know, this is a relationship that you've wanted since childhood. So your partner may be going off on business trip or working abroad. That kind of thing is what I'm seeing, and you're not really happy about it, but you're okay with it, because you know that this relationship is something that you've had and wanted since you've been in. So I feel like this makes you sad from past experience, from people being away from you. You don't like it. That's what I'm sort of seeing. I'm also seeing a group of you where your partner, there has been some infidelity, and your partner, you have felt this, and your partner's been like, no, 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 I'm not doing this, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it. And you know deep down, Virgos, you know deep down that this is something that definitely you're correct on. And it's made you really, really sad. And I feel like, okay, so now I feel like the advice from the love guides is that you must look and have that childhood joy and wonderment when it comes to relationships. So let go what has been in the past. Do not dwell on it. Give yourself a little bit of time to grieve when you need to grieve, a few minutes a day if you need to. No longer than 15 minutes. And I'm seeing 9 to 15 minutes is what you need, and that's it. Think about it, have your good cry, let it out. Then it's time for you to move on psychically to have a new relationship is what I'm seeing, Virgos. This is very important for you now. This is a time for you to really take time for you to heal this also this weekend. I'm seeing a cycle of people that are getting into relationships that are new, that they're realizing that's not good for them. People have come back into their lives that they're realizing it's not good for them. And I'm seeing that you're part of that group that is just releasing things or realizing that this is not the person for you. And, I almost feel like, you think this is your fault. Like you're taking it personally. And I feel like, you've really turned the attack on yourself. So I feel like this weekend, Virgos, that it is a very good time for you to maybe go and get a reading, a personal reading, to maybe go and have like a spa weekend with your girlfriends or with your guides or whatever gender you are. I feel like this is the time for you to do some healing this weekend. Definitely, Virgo. Okay? So take some time out for the self. You're not wrong. Don't let this person I feel like, Virgo, don't let this person let you think that you're crazy, because you're not crazy. You know what you know and you're correct. Okay? You don't have to prove it to anybody. You just know the way you feel, the way this person is making you feel. It's time for you to move on. That's what I'm feeling for the most part. You know that there's someone that's going to treat you with more respect. That's coming in the future. Right now, you're going to treat you with respect. That's what I'm feeling for this weekend. The love angels really want you to treat yourself really well this weekend, Virgo. It's important. Self-love, self-care. Okay? I feel like some of you, when you go away, you're going to meet someone on a weekend. You're going to have a really passionate weekend. So hi there, Libra. Welcome to the Love Shack. See what's in store for you this coming weekend. Dear. Okay, so as I'm going through this energy here, Libra, I'm feeling like there has been, I feel like you've been just going through the motions of things. Like there hasn't been a lot of passion within your life. Yet I feel deep down there's passion, but you haven't felt anybody in and around you that you want to share this with. And I feel like this coming weekend, you're coming to the realization that you don't want to give your energy away just for the sake of giving it away. You have fought long and hard to be in the position that you're in, that you have commanded respect from yourself. And it's almost like you find yourself at times slipping back lately. This past little while, this past couple of weeks, I feel like you have been slipping back into some of your old pattern of thinking. So this is the time to really dig at that and really look at that and say, I don't want this in my love life anymore. I'm not accepting this in my love life anymore. And I feel like it creates, here at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Two of Pentacles. And I feel like it's creating some turmoil within you, within your emotions. But that's going to stir you to be able to do and put you on the right track is what I'm feeling here, Libra. I'm feeling very strongly that you're coming into a sense of balance. There's going to be some rocky situations happening for you throughout December is what I'm seeing. But right now, I feel like you don't want to feel like you're just doing things for the sake of doing things in vain. That's what I'm seeing. I'm feeling like you don't want to keep doing things in vain. So right now, you're stopping that cycle. I feel like some of you are coming out of maybe, like, I see some foggy thinking. So I don't know if you're overthinking or if there's some addictions or things of this nature that I feel like you're just coming out of. And I also feel, Libra, that you are dealing with some health issues that you're starting to pull yourself out of. I'm seeing that there's some major health issues that some of you are dealing with that have been like sort of burnt. I see them sort of burnt away in your life. They're like you're dealing with your emotions, and as these things come up, you deal with them, and then so it doesn't really manifest any longer as a physical manifestation of something of an illness of some kind. What I am seeing is that you are burning up those old patterns, those old thought patterns, so that you can manifest really great things in your life, Libra. And that's pretty big accomplishment is what I'm seeing. I am seeing that you do go through to sort of appease some family members, you know, a few false masks that you put on. But in general, you know, Libra, I'm feeling like you're taking off those masks. You're done with that. You're fighting to be the real you. You're not really going to tolerate or deal with people who are no longer wanting to deal with the things that you don't want to deal with in life. I am going to say that maybe watch that your thinking doesn't go extreme this coming weekend. I feel like it may swing from extreme to extreme. So don't make any final big clear decisions until next week. I feel next week is more the time to make the clear-cut decisions on things. And no matter what it is, I feel like right now, don't make big, huge, like, I'm going to get a divorce. I'm going to not have this person in my life anymore. I'm going to break up with this person, or I'm going to be with this person. Now, I don't feel like now's the time for you to be making those decisions, but more about going inwardly and what is genuine to you so that you can present your genuine self, your genuine higher self to the world. I feel like you want to present your genuine God self, your genuine spirit self. You want to be authentic. I feel like you've not been authentic and you want to be more authentic. I don't really feel, Libra, that you haven't been authentic. Maybe you haven't been putting as much effort as you can, but I also feel like now has been the time for you to have been resting, and that you have been struggling with some rest and not rest. You've been doing so much, but really and truly, I feel like you haven't given yourself enough time to rest. And this is the weekend, Libra, that is a good time to be resting. And I feel like if you're seeing someone, it's going to be like a cozy moment in front of a fireplace, I'm sort of seeing, and that you have some passion, you create passion and romance within your life. And those of you who are single, I'm seeing that you bring it in. Those of you who have just started a new relationship, you're also bringing that in. Those of you in a relationship, I feel like you're working a little bit harder to have the romance in your life right now, Libras. So just make the best you can of this effort. And if your partner isn't, responding to you, for those of you who are in a marriage, then all I can say is that you've put your effort in and you've done your best. So, well, enjoy some of the stuff that you got for the weekend for yourself. That's what I'm seeing. And I am seeing that at this point, you're contemplating whether this person's for you or not. Please don't make that decision this weekend. It's not the right time. You're emotional. I feel like your emotions are making the decision, and then you'll regret it later. So, you might do some things out of emotional energy rather than things that are better for the whole or better as the both of you as a unit. So just wait a little bit on those things. And if they're meaning to change, Libra, they'll change. Okay. So don't worry. They'll come and they'll change if they need to. You don't have to live the whole thing out at once. Sometimes I feel like you want to go and do it right now. When you have the idea, it's like, boom, you have to do it and do it right now. Well, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do it right now. You don't have to jump to anybody else's tune. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to. And maybe that's the message, is that you don't have to do anything that you don't want to this weekend, Libra. So see what happens. See what life presents you this weekend, and see how it goes to go with the flow of what it is when you have to go with your intuition of, yes, this is good for me. Oh, no, this isn't good for me. Oh, I'm going to do this. But, see how your intuition pans out for you. I feel maybe this is a time for you to be tested this weekend just a little bit, okay? So enjoy that and leave some comments down below if this resonates with you. And may many blessings from the Love Shack angels be with you this weekend, Libra. Okay, so Scorpio. What have we got for the weekends for you Scorpios? The Hierophant in the past. Aha! Some stubborn energy coming out for the Scorpios for the present. Imagine. It is the Eight of Swords. Feeling bound. Ooh, okay. King of Swords. Well, isn't that interesting? Okay, so Scorpio, I feel like there is a group of you who are dealing with things from a very distant past, things that are in your life that are contemplating divorce. I feel like some of you have been separated for a very, very long time, and you want to clean up this energy, but you feel bound, you feel stuck, you feel obligated, you feel like there is some energy there that I feel like some of you have made a promise and that you said you'd never go back on, and you haven't, and now you're considering going back on it. I feel like at this time, maybe some of the things that you are thinking about, it's almost like you've made up the story in your head and all these fears, and none of it is true. I feel like none of it's true, Scorpio, so it's fine. And I almost feel like the other person that you're dealing with, that like has been your previous partner's been feeling the same way. They've been feeling the same way, Scorpio. So it's like this energy of feeling bound is really not, it's not where it needs to be. You decide that you're cutting the cord from that. This weekend, you're done. You're like, want the transformation. You want the thing to come to fruition. Here we have the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to begin something new this weekend, okay, Scorpio? And I feel like this is going to be good for you. This is going to be, you're not seeing the rewards right now. You're only seeing the little financial rewards. I'm going to tell you something, Scorpio. The second that you've decided to let go of this stuff in the past, I feel like you've had some opportunities, but you just haven't done it. Now you're going to start moving forward, because you know what? You see that you're going to stay stuck in this, the same thing that you've been doing for the last 20 years or even more. I feel like some of you even more, 30 years. I feel like you know that if you don't change this now, you're going to stay stuck in this and you're not going to be able to move forward. I feel like you want something more. You want a deeper commitment with this next relationship. And for those of you who are moving into one, you are going, I feel like some of you are going back to somebody. You're cutting out the old, you're going back to someone new. It's like you're starting to cut something completely new. That's what I'm seeing, something completely new. And those ones that are doing that, there is something coming financially that you don't see, nor do they. And I'm going to tell you, they may have an inkling of it, but they don't know how much money they're going to get. And I feel like they are going to be getting a lot of money. Their business is going to start to go. Whatever, I feel like they have the Midas touch. The person that you choose to be with, Scorpio, and at first you don't see it, you're like, I never thought in a million years my life would turn out so good. You're going to look back 12 years from now and you're going to be like, my life has been the best in this last 12 years. That's what I'm seeing for you, Scorpio. And it's not easy to do this, but as soon as you do it, I see transformation. I see transformation. You're really good at transforming things. You're really good at taking things, being stubborn. When you have something in your mind, you're like, you're determined. You're going to do it. You're going to make it happen. You're going to take all the things that are in the way and you're going to make it out of the way is what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing very strongly that this is the time for you now to be like, no, I'm cutting this out. I'm cutting this out. This is no longer serving me and I'm moving forward. And you are going to reap those rewards. I'm telling you, Scorpio. I'm telling you. You really, really, truly are. I feel also, too, for some of you Scorpios, you are being very, very romantic. And I see you renewing your vows or like giving your partner something really exciting. Like, I feel like maybe a cruise trip or something for Christmas, but you kind of tell them a little bit now this weekend. Is what I'm seeing, because you have to, because they have to prepare for it. So you kind of tell them, but they're all excited about it. You give them a really special thing. It's pretty cool. And it's very romantic. Very, very romantic there, Scorpio. I also feel like some of you are going to be writing somebody either through text or through email or something of that nature, where you're going to have like a love letter. I feel like you're going to be writing a love letter. Words are going to flow out of you. It's like the angels of energy of communication, or you're going to really tell someone how you genuinely feel about them. There's no more secrets with this. You're done hiding from the past and you want to move forward. So that's pretty cool, Scorpio. That's really, really cool. You get to move forward out of that blocked, this sort of blocked energy of what you're feeling. You get to move forward, Scorpio. So that's great. From the Love Shack here, we have all signs done. And I hope that you have enjoyed all of your readings, and we will talk to you again soon for some weekend readings. These angels come down and work with me, and if you like anything that you have heard and you want some more elaboration on it, you're more than welcome to book a reading with me. Just look in the description box below and you'll have all my information. Thank you once again for your support, and we'll see you again at the Love Shack.